I'm going to tell you a story. This story is about the discovery of a new world. When it was discovered, the people who found it met a native people who were already living there. The native people were at peace, they were happy, they were content, and they lived a life that was their own, according to their culture. But the outsiders, the colonists, as you will, they didn't like that. No, you shouldn't live your life like this, they said. This is how you should do it. The way you're doing it is offensive to God. They called the natives savages, and it was obvious there would be tension between them. This was their land that the people came to. These foreigners came, planted their flag, and declared it that it was actually theirs. But the natives who were there said, you can't own this land. It's not your land to own. It's all of ours. We share it. We have a shared culture, a shared history. But no, the invaders didn't care. They expanded quickly, swiftly. They took people. They moved people. And more often than not, they used force to do it. The great powers across the sea who sent them across, they offered support, monetary support. They spread word of what was happening. And instead of painting this as a native people displaced by a foreign invader, they painted it as heroes traversing a dangerous trek into a land of darkness and bringing the light. The story's ongoing. The story hasn't had its end yet, but I will tell you what this is a metaphor for, and most of you already know. The new world is gaming, relatively new, undiscovered. The people who are there now either started in it very early or started in it in their childhood and grew into it. There are new gamers, of course, but they learn the way it is. They learn the culture of gaming. And the foreign invaders, these are the cultural critics of our day who want to influence the culture through subcultures. So they found one that was relatively untouched, specifically the gaming scene, and they came to it and said, we need to change this. We need to change that. This is offensive to us. This is sexist, racist. This is violent. This is toxic. This is problematic. They declared these things based on their morality, their religion, and displaced the natives who were already there, chastised them for the lives they live currently, mocked them as neckbeard basement dwellers. They broad-brushed them, and they received support from the ones who sent them, the ones with money, the ones who are in journalism now, who are writing articles for large companies. And it makes for a good story, doesn't it? A crusader marching in on a foreign land to bring the light in a dark world. They've put them on NBC, ABC, MSNBC, CNN, and they parade these cultural critics around as great heroes, when really they're conquistadors. Never forget that they are the colonialists in this example. Never forget that gamers have an identity all their own. Gaming is its own hobby, and it doesn't need to become anything else because they want to influence culture. Gaming can be fun. Gaming can be enjoyable. It can be violent. It could be a time waster. It doesn't have to influence culture in an artistic way. But it can if the developer wants it to. If the gamer wants it to. And this, I think, is the difference between us and them. Between the gamer and the conqueror. The difference is one wants choice, and the second does not. I am Toxic Plato. Thank you for listening.